This form that you're going to be going over for the rules and regulations, this will be the first page. This is your parent agreement form. This form is giving us permission to take your child on short walks around the center. On this form, please make sure that you first fill in your child's name and your name right here. This is for the enrolling parent only. And then make sure that here is the child's complete first and last name. We do not need middle names on these forms. You're giving us permission to take your child on short walks around the center. So that way in an emergency situation, they know exactly where to go on campus. This is also giving us permission to take their picture within the classroom so we can display it on their cubbies, on different things for their artwork, that sort of thing. You're also receiving a copy of the consent and release form, a copy of the uniform complaint procedure, and you are stating that you're receiving a copy of your parent handbook. Now these forms will be in your parent handbook, and you will be given that at the completion of your enrollment. Once you've completed everything, sent it back, we verify that your signatures are there, you will be receiving this in the mail. You are also going to be receiving a copy of the lead poisoning facts to help prevent the lead poisoning of your family. Registration and follow-up, you are expected to notify the teacher if there's any changes to your enrollment information, parent phone number, address, emergency contact information. You're expected to follow up on all requests for health and dental services, and you are expected to attend the regularly scheduled parent-teacher conferences. Now the third section, you're only going to select one of the options. There are 3 different statements. It pertains to your insurance. If your child already has adequate insurance, please check the middle line. If you do not have insurance and you are interested in enrolling in emergency medical, which is out of pocket, it only covers emergency room visits. It does not cover any doctor's visits or immunizations or checkups for your child. That would be the top line. If you do not have insurance, you're not interested in enrolling in anything, please check the bottom line. After you've gone through each one of these, and there's initials on all of the lines, please make sure you sign it and date it at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and pause and let you go through that, and then we can go to the next page. This is the consent and release for liability form. The participant's name is going to be your child's name. This is going to be the first and last name here. Please put in today's date, and then the name of the school that your child will be attending if it's not already populated. On this form, you are allowing your child to participate in any activities that are going to be done in the school while it's in session. If they're going to do any training videos for any school sites, it's going to only be used for school district purposes. If it's going to be used for anything outside of the district, there will be a separate permission form letting you know exactly what it's going to be used for before you are signing off for your documents. This form is only to be completed by the parent that's enrolling the child. You will not fill out this middle section here. This is only if you are a high school student over the age of 18 consenting to the use of your information. So your child's information will go down at the bottom section. You're going to write your child's name here on the line, and then you're going to sign if you consent with your address and phone number listed. If you do not consent to this, you can go ahead. Do not fill out this part, fill out this top part, and write at the top, I do not consent, and then sign and date it there. This will allow us to remove your child from the school setting, that classroom, while they're doing any type of videos, pictures, anything like that, so your child will not be included. So you do have the option one way or the other. Just make sure that you are specifying what your preference is. Go ahead and complete the form. You can feel free to read this through, and then make sure you completely fill out the bottom if you are consenting, or again, fill out the top and say, I do not consent, and then sign and date that. Go ahead and take a minute, pause the video, complete the form, and then we'll go on to the next one. This form is the request for social services. Please make sure you fill out the date that you're filling out the forms. On this section, we do have a booklet of information that has contact information for all of these services. These contact numbers and addresses are for the parent to follow up on their own. If you would like the information, it is a complete booklet, and we can send that out with your parent handbook. If you are interested in any of the services, any information in them, or you just want the booklet, you can go ahead and check yes, and we'll send that out to your home. If you are not interested in receiving any information on any of these services and you don't want the booklet, please check no that you're not interested at this time. Please be aware that these booklets are available anytime you'd like. Even if you choose not to accept it at this time, you can always come into our office or give us a call and we can mail one out to you anytime. On this form, we only need the information for the child you are enrolling into our program. If you have multiple children that you're enrolling, go ahead and make sure you put in every child's first and last name, the date of birth, and the program or the name of the center that you're enrolling them into. Again, if you're only enrolling one student, but you have 3 children, only put the one child's information on the form. Once you have completed this, you can go ahead and sign it and print your name. We only need a contact phone number for you. If you do have an issue that you would like to speak with a member of our social services team, you can put in the nature of the problem. If you leave your phone number, we can make sure that somebody calls you and goes over any information, any concerns that you may have regarding your child. Make sure that you completely fill it out, take a minute, and then we'll go on to the next form. This form is the home language survey. Please complete this and answer every question on the form. Your child's last name will be the surname or family name. Your child's first name will be the first given name. If you want, you can also complete the age of the student. If you're going to enter a grade level, that will be pre-K if it's a preschool student, so you can just put in PK if you'd like. Or if it's a school-age child, you can put in whatever grade your child's in. We do not need a teacher's name for our preschool students. That has not yet been assigned. But if you have a school-age child and you know what the teacher's name is, please feel free to fill that out. You are going to be answering questions 1 through 4. If there are more than one language that is being used in the home, complete all of this. You can write all that applies on each line. If it's the same on each line, please feel free to write it in each line, or you can write the first language here and then put an arrow all the way down. When you have completed that, you can go ahead and sign and date it. Go ahead and take a minute, fill out the form, and then we'll go on to the next one. This is the late pickup procedure. Every child has to be picked up on time. Please print your child's first and last name here, the name of your school site here, and for every day that your child is enrolled in the program, they do need to be picked up on time. For our part day program, your child must be picked up no later than 5 minutes after the class time ends. The sites do close right on time. We do not have the type of program where you can pay to come in late, so the children cannot be there any time past their contracted time. For the part day students, if your child is picked up any more than 5 minutes after the class time ends, this can negatively impact the teacher if they have another class coming in after that, and they have to travel either to another school site or it is their break time in between classes. So please be very mindful of that. You do have as many emergency contacts on your emergency contact list to come and assist you with that to ensure that your child is being picked up on time. The first time you're late, it will be a warning. The second time late is a conference at the site with either the coordinating teacher or the teacher in charge. The third time you're late is a conference here in the office with one of the program coordinators, because they want to make sure that you understand if you're late a 4th time within that 12-month period, it can mean a disenrollment of services. We do understand that there are extreme circumstances that will cause you to be late occasionally, but the expectation is that you are there on time every day to pick up your child or a representative for you. On this form, once you have gone through the instructions, go ahead and sign the form, print your name, and then date it. Go ahead and take a minute, go through it, and then we'll go on to the next page. This is the toileting procedure. Every child in our program has to be completely potty trained. We are not allowed to assist your child in the restroom in any way, shape, or form. We can assist them with a belt buckle or a pant if they can't get it up, but we cannot assist your child in the restroom with cleaning them up. However, for our part day services, because we do not have the storage space, your child will have to be completely potty trained, and we are not allowed to assist them or allow them to bring in a change of clothing. The parents will be required to come in and do that for them, and they have to be there within 30 minutes. So go ahead and take a minute and read through this, and then we'll go on to the next page. This form is verifying that you have read the toileting procedures. The parent is going to print their first and last name here. If you are in our part day program, we do not have the option of allowing you to bring in an extra set of clothing due to space restrictions, as well as other children using the classroom either before or after your student because they are only there for the 3 hours. On this form, if you are a part-day student, please only fill out this section where you are stating that you would like somebody to be called. Check this and then put a phone number. If there are multiple people that you would like us to contact, you can feel free to add as many people on here as you like, but please make sure you put the name of the person that you would like us to contact next to the phone number. And when you have completed that, go ahead and sign and date the form. If this is not completed correctly for the program that your child is in, it will be returned to have it completed correctly before your enrollment is completed. Take a minute to fill out the form, and then we'll go on to the next page. This is our sign and out requirements. It will be the most important form that you have for the duration of your child's enrollment. We want to make sure that every family member that is coming into the center is over the age of 18. Only the people that the parent or guardian has authorized on the emergency contact list will be allowed to bring that child in and out of the center. They will be assigned a PIN code to access the system to sign their child in and out. They have to be over the age of 18. They must have a photo ID at all times to verify that they are who they say they are. We ask that on the emergency contact list, when you are filling these out, that the name on the emergency contact list matches the ID name of the person that they're going to be coming in, because if the names do not match, we cannot release the child to them. This is for the child's safety. Every day that they are enrolled in the program, they have to be signed in and signed out. This is for the safety of the child, as we are legally responsible for the child while they are in our care. Make sure that there is a full legal signature of every person that's coming in. It is an electronic sign pad, so make sure that even if they're signing in and out, doesn't matter how big the iPad is, they need to make sure that the signature is as close to their legal signature on their legal document that they're bringing to prove it's them. It must be a photo ID with their name and picture on it. The contract hours that we have set up have to be followed as closely as possible. Those will be indicated on the contract form that you will be receiving at the initial enrollment. So it is very important that they are signed in and out every single day that they're there, so that we can account for your child. In the event there is an emergency, we need to make sure that we can account for these children using the sign in and out sheets. We also receive school funding using these sign in and out sheets. So if your child is not signed in and out properly, we can be penalized. Please make sure that you are verifying the information every day. If you have questions, you can feel free to talk to the teacher. If you lose your PIN code, those can be resent to you. The PIN codes are text messaged out from our system. The teacher at the site also has a copy of those on their iPad that once you bring your photo ID to show who you are, they can give you that information. The state, again, does do an audit of all of these sheets to make sure that they are being done properly. There can be consequences if they are not done correctly, which we will get to on the next sheet. If you are not signing them out each and every time, we are only allowed to have 3 mistakes before your child may be disenrolled from the program. So on this form, please make sure you read through it carefully. Even if it's not you making the mistakes, you're going to be responsible for it because this is your child's enrollment. So please make sure that any of your emergency contacts are aware of the rules and regulations for this. And then after you go through this, please make sure you print your name, print your child's name, and then go ahead and sign it and date it at the bottom. Go ahead and take a minute to go over the form, fill out the information at the bottom, and then I'm going to take a pause and you guys can go ahead and go to the next page. All right, so this page is the back of your sign in and out requirements. This, I need you to print your child's first and last name, and then print your first and last name. If you have any errors on your sign in and out sheet, you're not signing your child in and out properly, you're forgetting the signature, or you're not coming in with your PIN codes. If there's any errors on that, you're signing them out past the sign in and out time, this can be documented on this form. The first warning will be documented here. The site supervisor or the teacher will go over each error with you to help you not make it again. They'll also give you a copy of the signing out requirements at that time and review the correct way to do that. If you have a second warning, it'll be documented here as well. The third time that you make the mistake, you can be disenrolled from the program. These mistakes are good for the duration of your child's school year. So if you are continuing on for years after the first time that you're in our program, these will not follow you throughout the duration of your child's enrollment. There's nothing else that you need to do other than printing your child's first and last name and then your name. The only time the rest of it will be filled out is if there are any errors. Go ahead and take time to do that information, and then we'll go ahead and go to the next page. This is the daily health check. Every child in our program must come to school healthy and able to participate in all the activities. If your child has been sick with the fever of 101 or higher, we ask that you keep your child home for at least 24 hours until your child is completely symptom-free without the use of medication. Every day that your child is being enrolled into the program, they will just do a daily visual check to make sure that your child doesn't look lethargic or have any signs of a fever, any illnesses, that type of thing. If your child has an excessive cough or has excessive mucus, we ask that you keep them home because we do not want to put them in any uncomfortable situations until they are ready to come back to the center. You do have excused absences, so you will not be disenrolled from the program if your child is out ill for an excessive amount of time. This one here, please make sure that you go over it completely and make sure you sign it and date it at the bottom, stating that you do understand those rules. Go ahead and take a minute, and then we'll go on to the next page. This is the personal rights of your child and yourself. We are a licensed facility, so each of our centers have this information posted at their site, and we want to ensure that your child is in a safe environment at all times. Licensing will come in on a regular basis to make sure that we are following all of the rules and regulations, but we want to make sure that you're aware of all the different rules that we have to ensure your safety and your child's safety at the centers. Go ahead and take a minute to read through all of these things. When you are done, you can go ahead and fill it out at the bottom. The name of your child will go in the second line down. Your signature will go on the third line down. And then you are going to write in your relationship to the child here. It could be mother, father, parent, guardian, whatever you prefer. This will go in this section, and then make sure you date it. If you ever have any issues at the site that you want to report to licensing, we do ask that you come to the site supervisor to discuss any concerns so that we can see if we can resolve the issues at the site ourselves. If you do not feel that those concerns have been addressed, at that point you do have the right to contact licensing. This is the complaint information here where you can call their hotline. If you ever want to see any information that has ever been on any of our license, that is public record, and that information can be found here at the licensing division. The information again is posted at your centers. It will be in your parent handbook, and you are welcome to a copy of these anytime. Go ahead and fill out the information, review the form at the top, and then go ahead and take a minute, pause the video, and then we'll go on to the next page. This is the parents' rights form. This form also goes hand in hand with your personal rights. This form is also a licensing form and ensures the safety of your child in our centers. Your child does have the right to be treated with respect, and in our care, we are also making sure that we are treating anybody that comes into the center that is a representative of your child with respect as well. You do have your rights. Make sure you read through these. The licensing information, again, is here. There is a hotline that you can contact if you do have any questions or concerns or you want to report anything. And then at the bottom, once you've gone through all the information, please make sure you print your child's first and last name here, the name of the center here, and then you sign it and date it at the bottom. So go ahead and take a minute to review the information, and then we'll go on to the next page.